How do root decorators work for Python web routing? Imagine you are building a website and want to tell your program what to do when someone visits a certain page. That's where web routing comes into play. In Python web frameworks like Flask and Django, root decorators are the tools that make this process simple and clear. Root decorators are special functions that connect a URL pattern to a Python function, which is called a view function. When a user types in a URL or clicks a link, the web framework looks at all the registered routes to see which one matches the URL. The decorator helps register that route with the framework. In Flask, you use the symbol followed by the route pattern before your function. For example, @app routes/home tells Flask that when someone visits home, it should run the function below it. This decorator takes the URL pattern as an argument and registers the function with the web application. When a request comes in, the framework checks the URL against all the registered routes. If it finds a match, it calls the associated function. That function then processes the request, maybe pulls data from a database, and sends back a response like an HTML page or JSON data. Root decorators can also specify which HTTP methods the function should respond to. For example, you can tell a function to only handle GET requests or only POST requests. This is useful when creating APIs or forms that submit data. Behind the scenes, the decorator adds some extra information to your function without changing what it does. It keeps track of the URL pattern and the HTTP methods it handles. This way, your code stays clean and easy to understand. The decorator pattern in Python works by wrapping your function with additional code that registers it with the routing system. Using root decorators makes defining web routes straightforward because you write the URL pattern and the handling code in one place. It makes your code more organized and easier to read. Instead of having a long list of routes in a separate file, you see the route and its handler right above the function. In short, root decorators work by linking URL patterns to Python functions that handle web requests. They register these functions with the web framework so that when someone visits a specific URL or uses a certain HTTP method, the right function runs. This setup is the foundation for building web applications in frameworks like Flask and Django.